Sarah, John, Lisa, and Mark stood in front of an old and eerie-looking hotel, completely exhausted. The old sign read the Shadowbrook Hotel. Sarah had chosen this place for a vacation, but now the rain pouring outside and the gloomy appearance of the hotel sent shivers down their spines. Sarah smiled at her friends and said, "Let's stay here for one night and uncover the mystery of this place." John, with a hint of uncertainty, kept his eyes fixed on the hotel and replied, "Okay, but just one night, all right." The group proceeded towards the entrance of the hotel, and as they stepped inside, they heard a chilling announcement that drained all their energy. "Welcome to the Shadowbrook Hotel." The voice was cold and mechanical. The lobby was dark and deserted. Dusty magazines lay on tables, dimly lit by a few dim candles. Lisa, filled with unease, remarked, "It seems like no one has stayed in this hotel for the past few years." Mark approached a bell near the end of the lobby and rang it. However, the sound merely echoed into the void, and no one came. Sarah walked towards the reception to collect the keys, but there was no one there. Clearly, this place appeared abandoned. Everything was shrouded in an eerie silence. The group headed towards their rooms, climbing the stairs and reaching the designated room down one of the hallways. However, when they opened the door, they found that there was nothing inside that resembled a room. The bed was old and covered in dust. An old radio on the table played faintly, but no one had turned it on. John anxiously suggested, "What kind of place is this? Let's get out of here right away." However, the door was locked, and the keys were left inside. Lisa said, "Maybe we made a mistake. We should call for help immediately." But their phones had no signal for a moment. Sarah feared that all their fears were coming true. The hotel had ensnared them like a trap, and they were not prepared for the horrifying secrets that were about to surface. Slowly, they began to investigate these peculiarities. But what they didn't know was that escaping from this hotel would be much more challenging. The mysteries within the hotel had taken an even stranger turn. As the group roamed the corridors, they started hearing eerie sounds. One of them noticed suspicious shadows seeping out from behind the doors of the rooms as they approached one of the rooms. The bizarre and eerie noises behind the door became even more pronounced. Sarah asked, her voice trembling, "What is happening?" Mark tried to turn the door handle with his hand, but the door was locked. "The door is locked. Something strange is happening inside," he said. Wide-eyed, Lisa stared into the room and said, "These sounds. It's as if there are some kind of dwarves or monsters." John began to panic when he saw that the door wouldn't open. "We need to get out of here. We must escape from this dreadful place as soon as possible," he said. The group looked around the corridor in desperation, but suddenly, they encountered another strangeness. The walls were covered with old black and white photographs. The people in the photographs were smiling mysteriously. As the pictures shifted, Sarah and her friends recoiled in horror. Lisa said, "These people. The people in these photographs must still be here. They must be around us right now." Her eyes scanning the area with panic, Mark added, "We must be trapped in this hotel. Maybe we are facing the ghosts of people who got lost here." The sounds were getting closer, and the walls were trembling all around them. The group realized they had only one way out: to proceed to the basement. The basement was where the secrets would be revealed. But before they could reach it, they had to confront their fears and the mysteries. As the group ran toward the hotel's basement, the mysteries and fears had further enveloped them. The corridors had narrowed, and the walls were filled with eerie figures. Terrifying sounds made the maze even more confusing. But Sarah and her friends wouldn't stop until they uncovered these dark secrets and escaped from the hotel. Finally, they reached the basement, and the sight that greeted them was truly shocking. In the center of a large hall, there hung a massive painting depicting the horrifying events that had occurred in the hotel. The painting contained scenes that appeared to be written in blood. People seemed to have been tortured underground. With a trembling voice, Lisa said, "These paintings, they depict the horrors that happened here." Mark pondered. Perhaps this hotel was used as a kind of prison for the dreadful events of the past. As John approached the painting, he noticed something. "Look, there seems to be a button beneath the painting," he said. Pressing the button, a secret door opened, revealing an old archive room in front of them. The room was filled with scattered papers and ancient documents. Sarah quickly began to search the room and found an important document. "Look. This is a historical document about what happened in this hotel," she said. The document narrated the gruesome events that had occurred in the hotel, revealing the dark secrets about who the murderer was and why they had committed these horrifying crimes. Sarah and her friends had understood the ghosts and the terrifying past of the hotel through this document. However, as soon as they took the document, the anger of the surrounding ghosts began to rise. The ghosts were approaching them and screaming in anger. The group quickly fled the room and began to search for one last escape route from the hotel. Finally, they returned to the hotel's entrance, but the ghosts were still after them. However, they had managed to take the document with them, and using it, they succeeded in stopping the ghosts. Sarah placed the document on the ground and turned to the ghosts. "This is your story. You are free now," she said. After seeing the document, the ghosts slowly disappeared, and the hotel fell silent. Sarah and her friends managed to escape from the hotel, leaving behind this horrifying night. The dark secrets of the hotel had been revealed, and no one would have to endure nightmares here anymore. Sarah and her friends would never be the same after this experience.